Welcome back to the lab, Life Around Barber. I am Roy the Barber, and I appreciate you for stopping by. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Let's get this drape going. This is my good friend Alex. I haven't seen him in a few years. He DM'd me. He's back in the area, and he allowed me to do this video recording for you guys. A good tutorial for how easy it can be to not mess up a drop fade. The easiest way to make sure that it don't go for a drop fade to a high fade or to even a medium fade. Sometimes we can get lost in our steps or go too high and it becomes a mid fade instead of drop fade. So I will be showing you my technique to make sure that my drop fade stays a drop fade. This will be a number 4 on top with my Stylecraft sabers. The reason why I use the Stylecraft sabers right here on top is because it's a more softer cut, not as uniform. It gives it a more of a layer, soft texturized cut. Here I grabbed the number 3 right on the temporal bridge to soften around the temporal bridge of the scalp. I'm just going to work my way around. And the sabers give you the freedom to where it doesn't cut so fast. It gives a soft, nice cut. And it does have some power. So I'm just going to work my way around, clean up the sides with the number 3. Remember, it was 4 on top. Now I'm working with the 3 to the sides, right around the temporal bridge. Remember, this is a drop fade, so we're not going to go so high. Now I'm grabbing number 2, and I'm going to work my way a little bit lower. This is below the temporal bridge, so I can see the darkness starts to lighten up, so I can start to see the head shape, and also give me the ability to see any blemishes or defects or imperfection shapes in the head. Sometimes it has indents, crevices that you can't see when the hair is so long. Right here, I grab my number 2 or 1.5, but I use the PHAT Masters as my 1.5 2 guard. And I do have these on my ergos. And I'm slowly just going down slowly, but reverse fading. And I'm setting the foundation for the drop fade by me slowly transitioning from dark to light from the top and working my way to the bottom. It gives me the ability to make sure that I don't go too high for my drop fade. And it's very simple. This method can apply with any type of clipper that you use, but this is a very easy and safe way to execute a drop fade. And I do start open because the PHAT Master is kind of like a true 2 or a true 1.5, because the Masters work as a adjustable detachable, which I prefer. I like. So I just work my way around. We make sure I stay low, below the temporal bridge of the head. And guys, I'm not really worried about how perfect the blend is. I'm really just setting a good foundation to execute this drop fade by slowly having a good dark to light transition from top to bottom. This is the steps. Not going from light to dark, we're going from dark to light. right now. I love these JRLs. I think they're the best balling trimmers out here. I'm using this to set my ball guideline on this drop fade. Now I could easily see the drop fade since I done went from a dark to light transition. For me, reverse fading to a 1, I could set the ball line much easier because all the bulk is removed now. So I could set how I want this drop fade to be because we already done pretty much halfway faded out the drop fade. We're just setting how we want the drop fade to sit now by using the ball guideline. As you can see, I'm setting this drop fade, remember, right below the occipital bone right here. Make sure to drop right below that. Take my time, making sure these guidelines are good and clean. This ball guideline needs to be neat. Take your time and make sure it's clean. And once a clean ball guideline is set, it's much easier to fade out. If it's uneven, then your fade is going to be uneven. So take your time and make sure you have a clean ball guideline. It makes your fade much easier to execute. Just taking my time, cleaning it up. These things cut very smooth. It glides. It doesn't have to worry about digging in the pores. That's why I like these JRLs, man. They do not dig in the pores. They cut very smooth. No irritation on the client. As you can see, you can literally picture the drop fade now. My Panasonic Arc 5 shavers, the best shavers I ever used, and I pretty much don't use every brand out there. These are the perfect, most smoothest shavers I done used. They clean, they get very close, no irritation. They don't tug. The client never feels uncomfortable. Doesn't matter how thick or how dense the client's hair is. Man, it does an amazing job. I'm all about comfort. And whatever brand or tool that is, it's all about comfort for me. Now I start to grab my Mythics. As you know, I use a lot of Stylecraft machinery, but these Mythics, man, you tell me the ball line, guideline, these things work the magic. Probably the best faders out here when it comes to skin fades. I highly recommend the method for skin fading. So I start open, then I close, work halfway, adjust along the way. I go up about maybe a half an inch. I do have the stretch bracket on these. I prefer the stretch bracket. They do not have the click lever on these. I like that extra reach. It's giving me that extra reach. I'm just working that bottom line out. I'm gonna work my way around. And this fusion blade, man, it also works very good on ergos. It works very good on also if you have like the calibers. They work good on the calibers too. So any machine that runs about 10,000 RPMs, I highly recommend the fusion blade. It really works skin lines out and is good for blending. Not really good for bulk removal, but when it comes to blending, shadow fades, skin fades of that nature, this blade the one, man. This is a good fading blade, especially on clippers that has a high RPMs. We talk about 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000 RPMs. Yeah. Also, if you do have the PHAT Master blade, I recommend those strictly on high RPM clippers too. They are made to cut on high RPMs. That blade works way better on 10,000 or better RPM machines. I'm just working that bottom line, as you can see, and I put the shaver on this guy, and this method will get that skin line out regardless. Just working my way on around. I'm doing my best right here, guys, to try to do this fade without using the mirror, just strictly so I could video record this. This is my first video for 2023. GOAT year 23. That means, hey man, 23 is going to be a great year. Legendary. We all going to be winning in 23. It's a mindset. Stay focused, stay grinding, stay disciplined, keep trying to get better. Always looking to improve, looking to grow. That's what it's about. I'm just still working that bottom line out. And also remember, converse with your client as you work. Right now, I do have my walls right here. These are the mod. They got the Filthy Blend mod on these, man. I got the ANDIS blade on these. I got the zero guard right here. And these are my detailers. So I'm detailing my fade right now. And I got the bottom line out. So I'm just blending out any little thing that I see. I'm kind of like debulking, slowly taking things out the fade with these clippers. The reason why I got the walls right here is because I like using ANDIS blade, and with the wall combination, which is a slower blade speed, it gives me ability to spot fade, not take too much off, give me room to really perfect the blade without taking too much off. It gives a softer cut, and it just grabs the hair better. It's just hard for me to get away from using the ANDIS double magnetic guards, man. But wall is a quieter machine, slower machine, and it works. This combination works real good. I highly recommend the Filthy Blend mod, the full set. I also do have the ANDIS cutting blade and the ANDIS fade blade on these. Yeah, I'm just spot fading. All right, I went and got the ANDIS double magnetic guard, the one guard right here, just to go up a little bit more, and it is open. And I'm just spot fading right here. All right, now no guard, and just spot fading. I'm just spot fading, man, touching up this fade. I'm pretty much finished. Just trying to make sure before I start the hairline. the shape up, but right here just making sure. I'm trying to use the camera to view what I need to take out. From this point on, I'm pretty much just doing a touch-up. I'm just viewing the fade, just touching it up, and what I see, what I need to be taken off. But I'm not trying to get it to go no higher. So right here, I seen I couldn't really use my wall, so I went and grabbed my ergos with the 1.5 guard to get between that 1 and that 2 real easy. So I just grabbed my ergos with the 1.5 guard, man. And that's it. Man, this Stylecraft Classic blade is money. I put these on my Evos. Sorry about that. On my Evos. I ordered them online. They came in. They do have the 1 cutter on there. Man, one of the best lineup blades, man. Stylecraft came through with their blades, man. I'm not going to even front. The Evo combination with this classic blade and the 1 cutter. I just like how it feels in my hand. It's easy to rotate. It's light. It's like the perfect size. It gives me the wall detailer feeling. I like my trimmers not to be too bulky, too big. Easy to rotate in my hand. I do a lot of touch up with my trimmers. A lot of clipper over comb with my trimmers in my hand. So I prefer smaller trimmers. It's give me the flexibility. If you see how I hold my trimmers, that the smaller the better to maneuver with. Trying to soften out that hairline to make it sharp. So that's why I use clipper over comb or trimmer over comb on the hairline, just to soften it out to give it that natural sharpness. This with no enhancements. He preferred not to use enhancement. He's a salesman, and his business is to look, as much professional as possible. So you got to remember, before you start doing enhancements on everybody, understand what they do for a living, and is it the right person to throw hair fibers or enhancements, or you get your color to try to enhance the hairlines. But a lot of times we have to remember, is it appropriate for the client to wear it in certain environments? And we got to make sure we do perfect client consultation before we even go that route. So we're going to keep this as natural as possible, clean as possible. And that's what he prefer. I just appreciate him for allowing me to do this tutorial video for you guys. Easy using the edge of these trimmers to carve out the C cup, and they catch the hair really, really nice, man. And you see how sharp that line is just by us softening the hairline, tapering out the hairline first with the trimmer and comb is much easier. And that's pretty much it. Simple, easy way to do a drop fade. Simple and easy way to do a drop fade. So we're going to do a razor finish. I use hot lather. Some people use spritz. Some people use holding spray to do it. I use hot lather because it cleans the skin and the hair to where the blade actually cuts much smoother, much easier, and much sharper without flaking. So I highly advise that if you can get a hot lather machine, your clients will love it. And remember, if you made it this far, I would highly, highly appreciate you for hitting that subscribe button and leave a comment. What do you like to use? What's your favorite clipper, your favorite blade, your favorite trimmer? I'm always interested in understanding what you like and the reason why you like it. If you got any questions, comments, hey, I will answer it and give my honest opinion and help anyone out. Or if you can give me pointers on anything that will help me better my craft, I'm always for it, man. I'm always humble enough to take criticism. Without criticism, man, how you gonna get better? Constructive criticism is very important for all of us. And that's it. If you really enjoyed this tutorial, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to finish him off. I'm going to clean up his eyebrows, his mustache, finish up his facial grooming. And that will complete this service. And thank you for watching. This is The Lab. I am Roy the Barber, and thank you. This is a new channel, and please just like and subscribe. The more subscribers, the better I can take time out to do more of these videos and give more input about how barbering has changed my life for the better, and we can do this thing together and build a good community. If your life evolves around barbering, you should subscribe to this channel. And thank you.